abstract. Yeah, it's complicated. What you say, the way you act, well, it makes me so confused. I don't know what to do.
Hi, it's Dina with Pretty Productive. Welcome back to my channel. Today what I'm going to be doing is a cash stuffing for my incremental income for the month of January. So part of it is going to be in cash for different sinking funds that I kind of want to either finish out or give a little bit more buffer to. Part of it stayed into my account so that I could pay my Capital One card for things that I purchased using this money. So a little bit of backstory if you're new here. So I am retired but working part-time, very part-time for a friend, and it's a position that is flexible, meaning that I can take time off when I need to for my parents or vacation, things like that. So I do not plan on the income for my household bills or my sinking funds. So it's considered in my mind like a bonus. So what I do is I do want to plan for every dollar of the money that I earn, because I don't want to just leave it there and not have a function for it. But I do also want to be able to use it for things that I would really like to have, but maybe don't have the budget for it at this moment. So let's go ahead and get started. So I do have my sinking fund binders out here because some of these are going to be filled. And I have the cash. And I will go ahead and put it out. So it should be a total of, I think it's, well, we'll count it together and then I'll show you what we're doing here. I can't seem to count anymore. So there are 4 $100 bills. There is 350 in 50s. In 20s, I have 40. In 10s, I have 40. And I have 1.5. Okay, so $835 is what we are going to cash stuff today. And I did want to kind of give you a breakdown of what I did with the money. So my total after taxes was $1,910. So part of that, the January income was sometime in December that rolled into January payment. I took out 10% right away and put that into savings, which left me with $1,720. I spent $300 at Michael's, which was furniture for my Etsy shop. I just completely redid it and added more storage. So that is going on to my Capital One card. So it leaves me with $1,420. I did purchase close to my heart inks. There are things I have been wanting, but just couldn't really justify. I spent $125 there. So that leaves me with $1,295. I did purchase my second new Cricut machine. And the reason why I went ahead and did it with this money versus my Etsy shop money is a couple reasons. One, I had a trial membership of Cricut Access that was expiring on the 7th. I did get an email on the 6th of February from Cricut that the machine that I've been kind of on my wish list, the Explore 3, was $50 off. With my Cricut Access, even though it was a trial, you get an additional 10% off. So I got the machine and some papers that I wanted, all for $260 versus $300, which is what the machine is naturally. So I went ahead and did that and used this money. So that was $260 that's going back onto my Capital One card. So that leaves me with $1,035. And this is where I marked right here what was coming out in cash. And then the only other transfer I have is $200 to technology. And so that's just kind of how the money ran out. and I did an every dollar budget for that. So let's go ahead and put the money into the binders where they belong. So the first one is going to be glasses. Now my goal was to have this completely funded by the month of March, and I was just $60 short. So I went ahead and took $60 and put it into glasses. I'm gonna take a 50 and a 60. A 50 and a 10, let's get this right. Ah, Lord. Okay, so my goal for this was 400. And so I have 100, 200, 300, 350, 360, 370, 380, 420. So I'm going to end with 420, which should be more than enough for my new glasses. So today's the 8th. Fund 60. So we're at 420. I always get glasses in the month of March. I don't know why that is, but that's kind of when I do my appointment and my glasses. Okay. And then I'm going to do beauty since I'm in this binder, and this binder has beauty. So beauty and skincare, my goal was to have 300 in this fund. I have 200, so I'm going to add another 100, and so this one is fully funded. Oh no, wait, I think I did 250s. And every time I get money in here, I empty it out. So hopefully this is going to stay for a while now. I added 100. Okay, so beauty is fully funded. So it's beauty and skincare. So makeup, skincare, hair products, anything like that that I would use comes out of my beauty and skincare. Okay, and then that's all for this one. And then in this one is taxes. So taxes is not tax to pay, but tax for tax prep. And I needed, it's usually right around 400. So I needed to fund $70 more. So I'm gonna take a 50 and a 20. And this should be fully funded. And my goal was to have this funded by the month of April. So I should be on track. So 100, 200, 300, 350, 420. Okay, so I've got more than enough in here. So 27 fund, 70, 420. Okay, so this one is done. And the reason why I went ahead and did tax prep and glasses, even though I could take it out of my March check, is I don't think I'm gonna have any incremental income for March, meaning that my February paycheck will be stuffed in March, and then I'm not gonna work very much in March, if at all. And so that way, when April and everything is due, I don't have to worry about it, it's already done. So that's kind of my thought process. So taxes is done. And then I'm gonna take $300 out. I am going on vacation, so I'm taking 300 and I'm taking that on my vacation with me. So I'm gonna put that to the side. And then Disney, I really, really want to go to Disney. I'm trying to have 900 in here. So the ticket's about 300, then plus food, gas, and hotel. And I currently have 600, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna add another 100. I'm trying to get this one funded. So 2, 7 fund. So 700, I've got $200 more. I could take it out of vacation, but I'm probably gonna go with my sister, so I don't like to take money from vacation when I'm going with my sisters versus with my husband. It's just my own rule, so I don't know. Liam and Milo are getting $5 because I had $5 left over and I just spent money out of here. And if you're new, Liam and Milo are my daughter's dogs that I seem to, even though they're not my dogs, I seem to spend money on them. So I finally decided just to have a fund for them. And I can also use it to help them if they have vet bills and things like that. They both know that there's an envelope here if they need it. And then birthdays. So I'm gonna add 50 to family. And family is my sisters and my parents. The next birthday is in the month of May. My goal is for this fund to have 400. Knowing that it's going to kind of come out and go in. So 300 is in family. And then my daughter Megan, whose birthday is in July, is going to get 50. And that way I will have it funded before July. And then my birthday is also in July. And again, the same thing. I'll have it funded before July. I've had the question, you know, why do I save for my own birthday? I like to be able to buy myself a birthday gift. So my husband's great at gifts. My kids are great. But there's always something that is bigger than what I would ask for that I like to be able to buy myself to celebrate my birthday. And it's usually something like for last birthday, I bought a Louis Vuitton wallet. It was a big birthday. So normally I'm not gonna buy myself something that expensive, but it's nice to have the money put aside in case I wanna either go do something fun with everybody or buy something, you know, just something that I do for myself. I don't know about you, but you know, when you work hard and you budget, what is great about budgeting is you can then do things like save for your birthday or go on a trip, things like that, because you budgeted for it. That's my philosophy. So the last $50 is going towards, oh, $60. Where did I mess up? 20, 30, 40, no, there's 50. I also can't count anymore. This last 50 is going towards Valentine's Day. Now, Valentine's Day is next week. I had budgeted $50 for it. I went way over. First, I didn't realize how expensive cards were gonna be. They're like $5, $6. Of course, I bought really cute ones at Target or Macy's. Second, I was buying my dad peanut brittle, and that's $20 I did not plan on. And then I'm doing something for my girls from their dogs. So I'm gonna be sending them something in the mail from the dogs for Valentine's Day. So just went way over the $50. So I know next year I need at least $100. So this last 50 is going to go to finish out Valentine's Day. So I'm not taking it out of my spending or unbudgeted. So that's gonna go over there. And that is it. You know, it was kind of fun to do this, to have money that didn't have to go someplace, you know, like a bill, or, you know, I could put into sinking funds that I wanted to versus ones that I knew I had to fund because they had a due date. So I do like this process. My original intent when I went back to work was I was just gonna save the money. I was just gonna leave it in my account, just save it. But then this year I decided that 10% of everything that I earned, I was going to put in a savings account, and not a sinking fund, but an actual buffer savings account above and beyond our 3 to 6 months of emergency fund that we have. So every dollar that comes in, whether it's mine or my husband's paychecks, are going into savings, and then this incremental income, 10% is also going into savings. So it's just one thing. Instead of doing a savings challenge this year, I decided I wanted to do that. So that is my incremental income from the month of January. I am enjoying, you know, working. I didn't think I really wanted to go back to work, but I am enjoying getting out of the house. I am enjoying kind of just being out in public again, because, you know, with COVID and everything else, I've been home a lot. So that part is great, but I don't want to count on the money because I know how variable it is. It's all based on budgets. It can be a lot of money or no money at all. You know, hours fluctuate, depends on what's happening in stores. And I don't want to get to a point where I am needing the cash to pay bills. So I don't want to plan on it. So, but I do want to make the money work for me instead of just let it sit there. So that is my point of view. So I hope you are doing well. And I know I have not said this lately, but I do want to reiterate, because I have a lot of new subscribers and a lot of you are joining me, you know, have just found my channel, kind of joining me along this journey. I am an all cash budgeter because that works for me, because I am not good with cash, which sounds strange, but you know, I'm deadly with a debit card. I do much better when I physically see the money leave. Myself how to use a credit card responsibly by paying it off every month, but that was not always the case. But I do want to say that budgeting is very personal. It's your own method. There is no right or wrong. There's a lot of different YouTube budgeters that you can watch their videos, and every single one has a different philosophy on money. Some will invest while they're still in debt. Some, you know, use debt for living, but they manage it somehow. I could not. I was more of an emotional spender. So, you know, there is no right or wrong way to budget. And if, you know, you have questions, please let me know. I will be happy to share my journey and give you what I feel would be good advice. But again, it is just that. It's just my thoughts on budgeting. So I just want to clarify that, because I know a lot of people will say, well, why do you do this or why do you do that? And that's just because that's what works with me. I chose to share this journey on YouTube because it holds me accountable. Where you know, if I was left to my own devices, I would just go ahead and spend because there was no one holding me accountable. And so now I have you all holding me accountable, which I've made great strides since I started this YouTube channel. So just to give a little bit of backstory, but also to just put it out there that, you know, this system works for me. It may or may not work for you. If it works for you, great. Then I'm glad that you learned something from my channel. If somebody else's system works better for you, then by all means, you know, that should be the budget system that you use. So thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you in my next video.
Everything feels so abstract. Yeah, it's complicated. What you say, the way